Guys, you see in this life, whenever you are forcing yourself where you are being tolerated, you will always be humiliated. That is exactly what Ebony is passing through right now in the palace. Because judging from her stay in that palace and how she ended up being a wife to the king, you could see that they did not want her in that palace, but they just managed to pity her and count her among the wives. Yes. Why am I saying all of this? They said ever since the king came back from the seclusion and he did not further the Ituase, he wanted peace. But a lot of things have been exposed about Ebony recently, that in as much as the king did not continue with Ituase, he is not happy with Ebony. They said he is not happy with Ebony. If it is something that he can do overnight, I'm sure he would want to continue with that Ituase. But the battle is too much due to the fact that Ebony is coming from a powerful ruling house. But even at that, Ebony is seeing the effect of her actions through the king's attitude towards him. One thing they say is this: whenever Ebony and the king or any of them goes outside, they will always pretend as if all is well. The king will treat her the same way he will treat every other person outside there, even when things are okay. But there was a video and picture I saw the other day where Ebony went out with the king. The look on their faces will tell you that things are not the way it ought to be. I'm a psychologist, I know, okay? And you guys, if you see the picture, you will also know. So, and recently they said there is this ritual, there is this festival that they did. They call it bread for the king. There is something that they will bring after the ritual and give it to the king. They call it bread for the king and all of that. You know that every now and then they are doing one festival or the other. So, and Ebony, who always presents herself as Mrs. Know It All, she knows everything about their culture and tradition, and yet some of her actions. Anyways, they said after that ritual, after that festival, they gave Ebony the bread for the king for her to go and give it to the king, because she is at the center of this spiritual stuff and the ritual thing. So, but unfortunately, they said when Ebony went to the palace to go and give the king that bread, they said the king rejected both Ebony and that bread outrightly. He ordered that Ebony should leave his presence without collecting the bread from her. They said Ebony felt so bad, you know. And the part where Ebony left without giving the king that bread, and they said the bread was given to another person who went to present the bread to the king, and the king collected it from this person. Hi, they say Ebony felt so humiliated and insulted. They say she cried throughout that afternoon. Then later, she wants to go to the king to go and beg for forgiveness, or maybe for, I don't know what, but they said she wanted to see the king. But on getting there, she find out that there are visitors who are staying with the king, and she don't need to wash her dirty linen in the outside or before the visitors. They said she left, telling the security guards there that she will come back when the king is done with the visitors, you know. So that was how they said she left. Then few hours later, when she thought that these people must have gone, as in the visitors, they said she came back. When she came back, they said the king was with Oletik. Then she wanted to enter there. After all, Oletik is her co-wife, and if things were the way it used to be before, even if Oletik is there, she can enter there and nobody will stop her. But unfortunately, they said when she wanted to enter, the security guard stopped her, telling her that the king is with another wife, and he wouldn't want any form of interruption or disturbance. They said Bonnie felt bad though, but she needed to wait because the order is coming from the king. uh So they said while she was waiting, Lizzie came. And normally Lizzie have to wait though, since she is waiting. But unfortunately, they said Lizzie wanted to enter, even when Lizzie is aware that the king is with Oletik inside there. So the king said that Lizzie should be allowed to enter. Then, while Lizzie wanted to enter, that was how they said Ebony went and blocked the way, saying that this humiliation is too much, that there is no how she will be here waiting for the king to finish with Oletik. Another wife will come and enter. Does it mean that she's no longer a wife in this palace? That she's no longer going to take it home? Ha. They said the security guard told her that it is the king who said that Dr. Lizzie should be allowed in. Ebony said it's not happening. It is not going to happen. That she will have to speak with the king first. After all, she was here before Dr. Lizzie. They said while they are still on that, Blo Blo came. Blo Blo also wanted to see the king. And Blo Blo wanted to enter. That was how they said Ebony blocked everywhere, saying that none of them will enter there until the king speaks to her, that this humiliation is too much, that she know that it is going to be like this, and that is why she's never going to give up on this fight, because she knows that there will be battle, that her marriage to the king started spiritually way back, and she is already aware that she will have to fight hard before she will be able to occupy her position as the king's only wife. That they said she was there. They were trying to let her know that the king have ordered that these two should come and see him. And Ebony said it is not happening. They said even to the point that the security guard were trying to push her out. That was when they say she started shouting, making so much noise, drawing attention. You know, other people in the palace were coming to see what is happening, only for them to come and see that it is Ebony who is causing so much commotion in the palace. They said Blo Blo was very angry towards Ebony's attitude. But there is nothing she can do. The only thing she can do is to talk. But Ebony have decided that she will do what she will do. And at this point, when they said the king have seen that people have started coming and the drama is getting so obvious, they said the king asked them, all of them, to go, as in Dr. Lizzie and Blo Blo, that they should go. But they said the king did not even see Ebony. What he did was, they said he retired to his chamber without even eating his dinner that night. And he did not even speak to Ebony. Ebony, after making the noise, Ebony cried and retired back to her own chambers. Allegedly, or that is what we are hearing if the information is true. But I want to remind you that these are all alleged, unverified information making runs on social media. It shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Love you.